My banner ad at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome into WTIM, your information station. It's time now for the WTIM Morning Show. Thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. On the phone line now, we have the Programming and Outreach Manager at Taylorville Public Library, Erin Crummett. Erin, thank you so much for taking the time, being back with us today. How have you been?
Great. How have you been?
Been doing really well over here, and I'm very excited to be talking about all things Taylorville Public Library today. And before we get into all of the great things you have planned for the holiday season, how have your current events been going? We talked summer reading program last time. We probably talked, so how have things been since then?
Oh, everything has been wonderful. We've been doing all kinds of different programs, things that we've been hosting ourselves at the library, things we've been co-hosting with other people, and things that we've been doing out in the community.
Beautiful.
We had the Fire Safety Week over with the fire department. We had story times and crafts with the firefighters for the week with all the local preschools.
Wow.
We've had we've been collaborating on some little activities with the Regional Office of Education, and I've had several field trips with Head Start classes and some other classes coming in.
Wow. So just a whole lot of organizations and just local people getting involved with the Taylorville Public Library, all things we really like to hear. And Erin Crummett, Programming Outreach Manager at Taylorville Public Library. How long have you been in this position?
I actually just hit my year mark.
Wow.
I started Halloween last year and still learning a lot, still have room for improvement, but I mean, I love it. It's a dream job.
Yeah, congratulations on 1 year over there. What can you say on 1 year over there? I feel like you've done so many things. You've been out at so many different events throughout the year. This has been feels like it's been a great year for the library.
I really think it's been a great year.
Yeah.
I love this job. I feel like I can really be an asset to the community in this job.
Yeah.
We've just been improving programming and just, trying to see where we can improve and what things are perfect just the way they are and how the community is liking it all.
Absolutely. Yeah, so many programs to get involved with at all ages here in Taylorville, and even with some long-term goals for the library as well. So we're lucky to have you, Erin. But let's get into some of these upcoming programs right here. What's on your mind as we're nearing the holiday season here? You're trying to get programs out there, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, well, we've got several things going on right now. As you and I discussed, and I was very enthusiastic about it. We had an amazing turnout for the summer reading program.
Great.
Sign up numbers like they've never seen before. Wow. And just so many happy children and adults participated in the summer reading program. So I decided to do a toned down, shorter, smaller version for winter. It's going to be the 26th, 27th, and 28th.
Wow. And
we've got Santa and Mrs. Claus are coming on the 27th to do story time and do free pictures for everyone who shows up.
Wow.
We've got a local author, Patty Wilson, who's going to be reading her book, and she's going to be doing a craft for the kids.
Wow.
And there's a whole bunch of, we'll have some prizes and some different activities, and we'll have those on our website, and we'll have those on our program guide, things like that. So that's
awesome.
going to be really fun. Lots of snacks and crafts and probably movie nights and fun things to do.
Really, really awesome. So happy to hear about those numbers from the summer reading program. Now you're trying to wean the public off the reading programs here with just a quick one, 26th, 27th, 28th. We're talking November for that, correct?
That will be for December. December
okay.
26th, 27th, and 28th will be for the winter reading program. And like I said, after a busy trip around the world, Santa is going to be joining us for story time, free snacks, and free photos for all who come and participate. I
was going to say, you got Santa.
Photos with Santa. You
got Santa post Christmas. That's a hard thing to do.
It is. Well, he's super busy right now, and he'd like to slink off into retirement, but he's going to visit the library first and give us a little story time and some free pictures. Who doesn't want free pictures with Santa,
Absolutely. And then he can take a long rest after visiting Taylorville Public Library. That's his final stop right there. This is just so awesome. Anything we need to know, registration, sign-ups, or can we just show up to the library?
It's just going to be a show up.
Great.
Ideally, you won't have to sign up for anything. Obviously, I might, if anyone has any ideas or wants to leave comments or anything, wants to leave their contact info for me, that's always a bonus. But this one's going to be different than the summer reading. You won't be required to sign up. It'll just be a little bit more open.
Perfect. Before we go any further, any online calendars or resources we should be referring to just to stay up to date on all things Taylorville Public Library?
Yes, Taylorville Public Library. .org. We have our website. I put things up on Facebook, and I also have paper program guides on the counter, and I've started doing a simple calendar now too. So you have the detailed program guide and just a simple calendar with the dates on it.
Awesome. Making it easy for the people out there. That's absolutely what we like to hear. A little bit back to the summer reading program and now into the upcoming winter reading program, December 26th, 27th, and 28th. For the summer reading program, how did it really work out? Was it just people going out, reading their own books, coming back and reporting on them? And is it going to work just as well with this 3-day session?
Yes, for the summer reading program, all we did is we had people. It was the honor system, so they recorded it themselves. It was just minutes of reading, so you could read anything. I mean, obviously, we'd like you to read books. We'd like you to read, things like that. But you could really read anything you want. Just keep track of the minutes. Yeah. If you have a younger kid who doesn't read or doesn't read yet, you can sign them up and you can read to them and count that as the minutes.
Nice.
So. And then we'll have some sort of thing to keep track of it, and we will have prizes. I have some more giveaways from local restaurants, and I have some extra prizes, so gift cards, and things like that, some toys, Legos, different things like that, and a bunch of free books.
That is awesome. I'm hoping the public library over here is prepared, because that's a quick 3-day session right there. And if summer reading numbers were that well, I'm hoping it continues during the winter season. That's just really cool. And even some more events happening tonight. What's going on over tonight with the library?
Oh yes, tonight we have 2 things going on. Cool. It is family reading night.
Nice. And
so a few of the high schoolers from the library club are going to be doing some story times and some simple crafts with any of the kids who show up. And we also have in the community room, that's going to be in the children's section, family reading room. And then in the community room, I have a member of the Illinois Student Assistance Commission is coming to do a special presentation about FAFSA, which, it's called a financial aid process presentation, because they've made a lot of changes to this system, and it's hard to navigate. Even me, myself, I have signed up for it and been approved, but it was really hard to navigate. And we just want to encourage anyone who wants to go back to school, either new students who are leaving high school, or even younger than that, but who want to get started early. Anyone who wants to apply for financial aid and needs help with it, we're going to be doing several programs to help with that.
Wow.
That's going to be at 5:30 tonight. And I really am emphasizing that this is all ages. It's not just for students or parents of students who are interested in going to college in the future. It's also for adults who want to go to school and want help with this.
Yeah.
And these people are very helpful. You can make an appointment with them too, and they'll work with your schedule. They'll do a virtual appointment with you. They'll do anything, because they really want to just help people get back to school.
Sure. Never too early or late to learn about FAFSA. And you mentioned changes that are happening. I thought we were finally starting to get a grasp as a community on FAFSA, but no, of course, there's some changes. So it's always good to stay up to date on that. Ask the questions where you have them. That's awesome. Well, moving a little bit back to your family reading night, just more people involved, even from some students from the high school. How did that partnership get formed?
Well, I like to reach out to any groups I can around town, and they had reached out to me because family reading night is a regular occurrence.
Yeah.
And usually I just look things up and try and contact people and see what kind of, collaborations we can do. But the students in the library club actually reached out to me and wanted to do this. So I thought that was really, really sweet that, the high schoolers took the initiative to do that and wanted to read to younger kids.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And I'm happy to hear about
Let's do it together.
Absolutely. And I'm happy to hear about a library club over at the high school. And that kind of leads us to this interesting point here that the Taylorville Public Library might have an opening for somebody over there.
Oh, yes. Unfortunately, one of my amazing coworkers has left us. She got a new job, so that's good for her.
Sure,
but we have an opening for circulation aid, and they're still accepting applications. I have to say the library is probably my most favorite place to have worked ever. It's a really wonderful environment, and our budget, my boss, the board of directors, everyone is really behind making the library even better in the next coming years. We really just want to serve the community and figure out which ways we can make this place special and put on events and provide services that our community really needs. We're just constantly trying to improve on that.
Yeah, obviously a great mission to get behind with the library, but also just a great trend that you guys are moving in, a great path you guys are moving in right now. A circulation aid, can you give us are you able to give us a quick synopsis of what that position entails?
Sure. It's you have to reshelve books, help up front with basic answering phones and helping customers with the computers. If the person is a creative type, I would love for them to help collaborate with me on some of our projects, but that's not a requirement. As the position is a part-time, most of us do work part-time there, so it's only 29 hours, but we have sick days and vacation days and all that after a year. So you have sick days at the beginning. But I think it's a wonderful opportunity for somebody to come in. So we're really looking forward to having someone who's as enthusiastic as I am at the library.
Absolutely. And that'll be hard to do, Erin. We might have to temper our expectations on that one, but no, you're absolutely right. It's a great way to get your foot in the door if you are trying to get in the library game there. And I'm happy to hear again that Taylorville High School Library Club. You might have some good candidates within that in the next couple of years. But Erin Cromit on the phone line right now, programming and outreach manager over at the Taylorville Public Library, getting up to date on all their great programs and happenings over there. Many things to look forward to. We're going to take a break here. Thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
Let's check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn and beans trading lower, wheat slightly higher. December corn down 1 1/4, 429. March corn down 3/4, 439 1/4. May corn 446 1/4. Down 3/4. January beans 984 1/4, down 6 1/4. March beans down 7.5, 991 3/4. And May beans 1004 1/4, down 8 1/4. December Chicago wheat 553 1/4, up 3/4. March wheat up 1/4, 572 1/2. December bean meal 287.60, down 180. December bean oil 42.70, down 58 cents. Livestock market, November feeders 254.97, up 17 cents. December live cattle down a dime, 186.20, and December lean hogs 81.12, up 60 cents. Energy market, January crude oil 69.85, up $1.10. Jim Taylor on the RFD Radio Network.
I'm Jeff Grimmett, Assistant Vice President at People's Bank and Trust in Taylorville. People's Bank and Trust is proud to sponsor Taylorville Junior High School Students of the Month on all of the WTIM platforms.
I am Piper Basil, the 6th grade student of the month. My mom is Kayla Basil, and the school subjects I enjoy are math, art, and PE. I am involved in dance and tumbling, and after high school, I am considering cosmetologist as a career because I have been watching my Aunt Kim do hair on my siblings and other people. A fun fact I would like you to know about me is I like pandas, church, and I was just adopted and have 4 siblings.
Congratulations to these students on this honor from People's Bank and Trust. We put people first every day at People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
If you're looking for a local, full or part-time job in Central Illinois, there's an easy place to go to find current job openings. It's IllinoisJobPost.com. That's IllinoisJobPost.com. You'll find jobs available near you. And the best part is that it's free for candidates to access 24/7. If you want a local job when you don't have to spend a lot of money on gas to get to, then you want access to IllinoisJobPost.com to check out current local job openings. That web address again is IllinoisJobPost.com. Another service from your friends at the Miller Media Group.
CTI is the only internet company that offers a price lock for life on gig-by-gig residential fiber internet at $69.95 per month. You can't control most costs, but you can control the price of your internet. Sign up by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. With over 8 hours a day of agriculture programming weekdays and 2 hours on Saturdays, WTIM AM, FM, and online is your ag information station. Listen by tuning in on air or online and listen to WTIM Ag podcasts anytime.
Your information station, WTIM.
We are back here on WTIM, your information station, in the midst of our morning show with Erin Cromit, programming and outreach manager over at the Taylorville Public Library. Thanks so much again to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. With Erin Cromit in that first half, talked all about the upcoming programs. There's a family reading night tonight, along with so many crafts and other things. That website we can go to again, Erin, just to stay updated on these programs.
the Taylorville Library website, or I will have things on our Facebook page.
Perfect.
And we always, if you need information, you can always call us too.
Awesome, awesome. And now, kind of moving on, switching gears just a little bit, because this is not a newer thing for Taylorville Public Library. Just getting yourself involved in other places other than reading. Let's talk resiliency groups. Never heard of this group or this organization of people. What does this mean, and how can people get involved out there?
Well, back in May, the Christian County Prevention Coalition reached out to me to collaborate with them during Mental Health Month. So I made several mental health crafts and activities and joined with them at the farmers market. And we've done several collaborations since then, seem to be very successful. So we are looking forward to forming some type of group, maybe kind of like Al-Anon or something like that, but we're calling it a resiliency group, where you have a lot of these type of support groups for different people, but there's never any childcare at them. So I'm looking forward to joining with the Christian County Prevention Coalition and the Regional Office of Education in doing events like this, where the resiliency groups, or whether it's a class on how to get your license or improve your resume, or simple computer classes. And I will provide the story times and crafts and the childcare for the young ones, while the adults and the older siblings can participate in these events.
So this is just really awesome there. And if we can put in a category here, NA and AA, it's different than that. But also you think about the hang up there is being, you want to have time to relax. You want to have time to really look within yourself. It's hard to do that when you're taking care of children. So that is really amazing. But this program with kind of the resiliency group, it doesn't have to be addiction. People struggling with addiction. There's so many struggles out there that you're going to look to help with here.
Exactly. It's basically more of a universal support group. I think it's not going to be a religious behind it, and it's not going to be a 12-step, but it's just different support groups for different needs. And, the more people that fit into these or want to come to them, the better. So the more open we can make them and all-encompassing, I think the better.
Absolutely. I want to dive in a couple of those needs that you mentioned right there. Simple things that are intimidating sometimes. Getting your license, fixing up your resume. These are two different things right there, but you're looking to have experts in these areas at these meetings?
Yeah, I think whatever volunteers I can round up will be who's helping, but hopefully I will have some. Either way, they're going to be helpful. Whether they're professionals or other volunteers from the community. Things like computer classes, for adults and for seniors. Computer classes, resume building, any kind of things like that. We really want to be able to help people and find out what needs the community has and serve those needs the best we can and improve on that.
Yeah. Where will this group meet?
I believe that the resiliency group that we're going to be doing with the Christian County Prevention Coalition will probably be at Davis Memorial. Cool. But we will have most of these things will be at the library.
Awesome. And if someone's hearing this right now and they think of a need that you might not have mentioned right there, can they reach out and then think about getting a resiliency group around that need?
Oh, I would absolutely love that. Anyone who has any suggestions or questions about future programming or future special events, whether they want to host them or they would like me to put something together, I'm absolutely all ears. They can call the library or they can email me at programming@taylorvillelibrary.org.
Perfect. This is such an interesting and creative route for the Taylorville Public Library to take, and another just a very, very helpful service. And just quickly, we'll work this one in. A constant need. We read a story on our airwaves today about scams and elderly people just knowing their way around the computer and knowing the red flags. That can be a huge help, and that is definitely a need out in the community. That kind of something you think about when you're offering these technology programs to some older ages like that.
Yes, absolutely. And the thing is we're not just books at the library. We have several things to check out. We have several different forms of information, and we really want to provide services. And the library is it's not going away. Actually, it's getting more and more popular, and it's really starting to become more of a hub for the community. Of nonprofits, of community groups getting together, and of just kids or adults or whoever just coming over and feeling safe, feeling happy, having snacks, doing creative things. It's really an important thing. I think it's just going to become more and more of a hub. Like I said, it's going to become more of an important place in our community.
We are so lucky to have that environment trending in that direction in this community, Erin. We're lucky to have you as well. Thank you so much for taking the time. We're totally out of time here on the morning show, but always come prepared and always get us excited about the library.
All right. thank you so much for having me. And please check out our dates for December. We've got lots going on next year, too, next month, and tons of craft days and fun things for every age.
Absolutely. That's Erin Cromit, Programming and Outreach Manager over at Taylorville Public Library, right here on the WTIM Morning Show. Thank you all for tuning in.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville, 107.